we want to make this a technology and innovation hub for the future, technology of the future. We hope that this could become a hub for industrial manufacturing, pharma and life sciences, which Indiana is very strong at.
Well, it's Indiana's biggest economic development of the year, at least so far. India-based tech services and consulting giant Infosys unveiling plans this week to create up to 2,000 jobs in central Indiana. Now, Infosys has selected Indiana for the first of 4 new technology and innovation hubs in the United States. The company says it's considering multiple locations for the nearly $9 million investment, plans to finalize a lease later this month. And for more on how this deal came together and what's next for Infosys, let's turn to Indiana Secretary of Commerce, Jim Schellinger. And Jim, as always, welcome to the program.
Thanks, good to be here.
Major deal. In your view, and Infosys is a global, just a mega company based in India, 200,000 employees. What kind of statement, in your view, does this make, this selection of Indiana?
I think it's a very big statement to Indiana, because I say nowadays, Indiana is no longer the best kept secret in the nation. We are one of the top places to do business, and one of the reasons they chose Indiana first is our central location within the country. 12-hour drive from 60% of the population, 8-hour drive from 20 major municipalities, and that's the kind of operation they need.
How did this deal, this is a big deal, how did it come together?
Well, they contacted us in early February. They came to see us on February 20th. We had a series of discussions. The week of the 6th of March, they called and asked if I would come out the following Monday. And I did. And we met at length with their leadership at both their Bangalore and their Mysore campuses. They came back on the 28th of March, made the commitment to Governor Holcomb, and we timed the announcement for Governor Holcomb's birthday on the 2nd.
Yeah, quite a birthday. And I know Mayor Ballard had been involved, I know, previously in conversation. Talk about this company and how substantial it is in their investment in choosing Indiana. This is a company that is big on training and wants to do that once they locate here.
You know, their campuses that I visited in Bangalore and Mysore are just spectacular. Bangalore is 100 acres, Mysore is 300 acres. They train 14,000 people at those campuses. Training is very big for them, and we're hopeful that as we go down the road here, and they've given us some reason to believe we have the possibility of becoming a campus here, which would be above and beyond what we're talking about today. But they've indicated there's some chance of that, and we would like that because we think we have the workers to train.
Yeah, so right now they're looking at several locations, at least to get started, office space in Carmel and Indianapolis. But beyond that, as you say, there are prospects it could be a bigger investment.
I think as we see things unfold, they right now have told us they're looking at 6 locations in the Indianapolis metropolitan area, and at least one of those is in Carmel. They're going to make that decision very soon, and then we'd like to see them be so successful here that they would choose this to be a central campus in the United States.
Talk about your interaction with the CEO and the feeling you get from talking to him about what he wants to create here in Indiana in terms of a magnet for workforce and for training people specifically in some of these high-tech areas.
Well, what's so great about Dr. Sika is and his wife, Ms. Sika, who oversees their foundation, they're not just coming here to do business, they want to be part of the family. And I think that a new tech company of this magnitude just pushes us over the edge in terms of creating the ecosystem we need to grow here. We have a great tech community, and we've been growing 2 times the national average for a long time now. But I think this is the type of organization that is known around the world, and they will be a magnet for people to come here to work for them.
Yeah, does this? I was going to ask you about that whole workforce issue, because all companies across all sectors, that's the talent's the big issue. With a big drain, if you will, a lot of people that Infosys is going to want to hire. Part of the deal is they're a magnet, so people are going to come from other places potentially.
Well, they said they came here for 3 reasons. One was the speed in which government responded, which is a credit to Mitch Daniels and to Vice President Pence and now Governor Holcomb. That's why the IDC was created, to respond quickly. They said it was because of our universities and our colleges, and they told us it's just because of the ecosystem we have going here. So I think that they are a magnet, and they train everyone that comes to their company for a rigorous 6-month training. So they're not looking necessarily for somebody to be totally trained. They're going to do it themselves.
What does this do to your ability to attract more tech and tech-related companies. When you have an investment like this, when you have the state's tallest building with Salesforce on the top of it now and a major regional headquarters here, how does that kind of snowball into potentially other deals?
I think that the third reason they told us they wanted to come here is they were so impressed with Governor Holcomb's $1 billion initiative to invest in innovation entrepreneurship in the next 10 years. And I think that that shows, as it was intended to do by Governor Holcomb, that we are serious about innovation entrepreneurship, and they saw that. And I think that's going to tell other tech companies, when they see an Infosys that's a worldwide known player, others are going to follow.
All right, a major announcement, a major deal. Infosys, the Indian-based tech giant, planning to add 2,000 jobs in Indiana. Indiana Secretary of Commerce Jim Schellinger, as always, thank you very much. And we'll be following this story as well as others in the weeks ahead.
Thank you, Gary.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.